Hey y'all, it's Ricky with Story Outdoors. Today I'm here with Travis of Maker's Call Company here in Tennessee, and he's going to give us a little behind the scenes look on what goes into building a premium duck call. And before we leave today, Travis, I'm going to ask you a question. If you could hunt with only one Maker's Call Company call for the rest of your life, what call would that be? But I'll ask you that here in a minute, and we'll get the answer then. All right, Travis, tell everybody who you are and what Maker's Call Company is.
So I'm Travis Ward from Huntingdon, Tennessee. Makers is a company that me and a buddy of mine started, I guess 5 or 6 years ago now, right about the time COVID hit. And we just kind of wanted to get our sound out there. And since then, it's moved to where it's just myself. Just try to build good duck calls, be good people, and enjoy life.
Awesome, love it. How did you get started building calls?
So me and my dad used to go to the Reelfoot Waterfowl Festival when I was a kid and got into collecting calls and meeting some of the older call makers there. Also, I grew up around Mike McLemore, who was a world champion and call maker. I just told Dad one day, I think I was probably 14 years old. I said, I want to make a duck call. And he got on Craigslist and found a lathe and stuff up in Missouri, so went up there and bought the lathe and all that. Really had no idea what all the stuff was, but by the end of the day, I made a duck call.
So you've been doing this for a while then? Since you were...
Over half my life.
Yeah.
About 19 years, I think now. So.
Awesome. What do you got going on? What are you working on right now?
Got a lot of stuff in the works. Building up inventory, working on store orders. Got a new double reed in the works for this summer. Got some cool stuff coming for trade shows. So.
Awesome.
It's a busy time of year.
So what makes a premium duck call, I guess, better than just a regular old cheap one you see at Walmart or something like that?
I think a lot of it goes into the materials and the time into tuning the call and making sure everything is consistent. You can definitely get good sounds and kill ducks with a cheap duck call, but there's another level there that you can, with some of the higher end calls, you can get more sounds, it's got better control, and it's just more consistent, better materials, stuff like that.
Okay. So what's the most important part, I guess, of building a duck call?
Well, the most important part is once you have your design that you want, is obviously building your call to get the sound you want.
Right.
And then getting to where you can replicate that over and over and over. And in this world where we're CNC machining stuff, that means keeping tight tolerances and making sure stuff comes out clean, and that way everything that goes out the door is the same.
Right, and that brings me into tuning. I wanted to talk about this too, because I've always wondered if you go to Walmart or go anywhere and buy a duck call, you get the same make and model duck call. You get two side by side, you blow both of them and they're the same. A lot of that's the tuning, or it's all the tuning, I guess. So what goes into that?
So tuning can be a couple different things. As far as tuning a duck call to fit somebody once the call is where it needs to be, that's just trimming reeds and stuff like that.
Right.
There's a more in-depth tuning that involves sanding on the tone board and stuff to get everything exactly the way it needs to be. And that, even when you keep tight tolerances with your machining and stuff, that's still something that you have to tweak stuff from time to time. That's just call making.
Right.
Right. Being able to get a consistent sound day in, day out is pretty tough sometimes. But.
Yeah. That's pretty neat. I've always wondered how that works. And then there's a lot of work that goes into it, I'm sure, to make sure everything that you're putting out is the same as the last. Mm-hmm. So what are you listening for, Travis, when you tune a call?
When I tune a call, it's now that I know the sound I'm getting or that I'm going for, a lot of my tuning goes back to feel now, because I can take two calls and blow them and may make them sound the same, but one of them may feel a lot better. It may be easier to get the sounds that I want.
Right.
And a lot of it is that. It's knowing what I need to tweak to get this.
Yeah, you definitely got to have an ear for it, I'm sure.
You do.
Travis, if you could only hunt with one of your calls, one of your Maker's Call Company calls for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
It'd be my Origin. I've still got the same Origin on my lanyard that I put on there. It was out of our first batch of calls, I believe. I think I've tuned and shipped out several calls that probably sound better than it. Mm-hmm. But that one's just the one I got confidence in.
Yeah.
And unless something bad happens, he'll never leave.
Yeah,
So,
sentimental value, I guess.
it does.
Good luck. Brings you good luck,
That's
too, I'm
right.
sure. Well, Travis, do you have an origin call here that I can take home with me today?
Yeah,
Awesome.
got a bunch of them.
Awesome. Let's go check them out.
All right, man.
All right, y'all, that's going to do it for today. Big thanks to Travis here, Maker's Call Company, for letting us come out and get a behind-the-scenes look. I came in here today wondering, how this process worked. I've always blown a dunk call, but I've never known how they're made. So it's pretty neat to see that. And leaving here with an origin, and this is the call the man himself said he'd hunt with the rest of his life. So
That's
I
it.
appreciate you, Travis.
Appreciate it, Ricky.
Guys,
Thank
check
you.
out Travis's stuff. I'm going to link it in the description. It's going to be Maker's Call Company. You'll see it down there. Just click that, check it out. You're looking for a new duck call this season. He's got some new stuff coming too, I hear, so be on the lookout for that. All right. Till next time. See you guys later.
Thank you.